tell me, I'm very curious. Your reputation now as a right winger because you did the Trump rally and told the Puerto Rico joke, which is a great joke. You know, yeah.
It was in the mix. It's a whole fucking conundrum. You would love to know the story because you would really understand it from a comedian's perspective. Like, I'm going there to kind of, you know, to do this thing about how, you know, free speech, this and that, and make those kinds of jokes. But I had a whole thing written and planned, you know, to go into the teleprompter. And that Puerto Rico joke was actually a joke that I had done a bunch in my stand-up, and it's part of a bigger joke with more front end and a longer back end. And
like what? I'm curious.
Well, it was you know, basically at the end of the normal joke, I go, you know, I'm talking about the problems in the world,
right.
And I go, and I don't know if you guys know this, but there's a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah, I think it's called Puerto Rico.
He was indeed fired for the joke. Bill Maher is back. And they're discussing him. Right now, we're discussing Tony's cancellation due to his offensive joke at the Trump rally, which killed him, and Bill Maher on Club Random.
The point of the joke is that people picture, obviously, in my mind, obviously, the Great Pacific Garbage Patch.
It's the classic misdirection.
Yes, which I'm obsessed with, by the way. I can't believe nobody ever talks about the fact that there's an island of plastic as big as Texas.
Oh, I do.
Yeah,
on my show.
It's wild, right?
Oh, I did a whole fucking thing.
And it's in the fish, it's in our sushi, which means it's in us.
I've said it here also. If there's anything that's going to get us, they could possibly fix a lot of the air pollution because there are new strategies and technologies that are coming online. I can't describe them to you, but basically ways to clean up, you know. But the ocean, no. They don't have that at all. And they don't have a way, apparently, to get off plastic that you can sell to the people. I think they died before they gave it up. And they don't have a way to get it out of us, really. That one worries me more than air pollution, more than...
It's actually one of the most useful and legitimate talking points in the left regarding climate change, you know. But as you can see, RFK Jr. has helped to restore America's health. And we're discussing issues like big pharma poisons being dumped into our water and cancer-causing chemicals in our water. Now, there are left-wingers who are battling for America's health once more against Robert Kennedy Jr., a Democrat who is currently employed by the Trump administration. It's also absurd because those who are trying to accomplish things are currently changing and becoming more supportive of Trump change is demonstrating to you, Anna, is showing it to you even with Bill Maher visiting. And speaking with Trump, you can still see it. There is a significant change taking place at the moment.
No, there's no doubt it's insulting to Puerto Ricans, but, you know, I have been over the same territory. I mean, I don't think I would do exactly that joke, but I certainly have done many that have been objected to. And my thing was always, you know what? Everybody has to accept, in the framework of comedy, insults. Yeah. We just, you know, and they're never fair. When we do a joke about the French surrendering, they did surrender, you know, to the Nazis. It's not like they are really more cowardly than anybody else. They planned badly, and they built something called the Maginot Line to keep out the Nazis after World War I. But they forgot to build it all the way to the ocean. So Nazis just went around it. It wasn't cowardice, it was stupidity.
Right.
Polish people are not especially dumber than anybody else, but they got that.
Right.
Supermodels don't always throw up,
right?
But you know, and that's the thing, is like, the jokes, are they fair? They're not.
Right.
And we all just kind of have to suck it up for the sake of comedy. That would be my defense.
I totally agree. Luckily, the Puerto Ricans, and I knew...
Such fringe jokes, you know. He uses examples from World War II to support his claim that generalizations are okay. Like, what are you discussing? So, are unfair generalizations and jokes acceptable? Is it acceptable when there are cliches, such as black people like watermelon? And anytime you're attempting to make a point, stop utilizing these incredibly odd and bizarre analogies when it comes to joking generalizations are entertaining.
Do it at the last second when I was doing it at 2:30 in the afternoon, which was another terrible problem. If there's one thing I was upset
that was
about,
in the afternoon, that rally?
well, it started in the afternoon and it was supposed to go to the evening. When I got there, I go, when am I going up in this thing? And they go, you're up first. Can you imagine?
Oh, you opened. You opened for the Trump rally.
I went up after the goddamn national anthem.
But did you do it because you're a supporter of Trump or just because it's an opportunity and a paycheck? Was it a paycheck?
No, it wasn't a paycheck. I did it literally to hopefully, get some, hopefully, if only 10,000, not to mention 100,000, maybe 200 if we're lucky, actual people to vote for him. Yeah.
Oh, so you did want people to vote for Trump?
Yes, without a doubt.
Okay.
I think he gets a weird rap in this world, man. And,
we're going to have to break off on that point. No, you know my thing. I talk to everybody.
Yeah.
And it's okay that we disagree on that. I just didn't really know until this moment I thought maybe you just were doing it for a gig and because you believe in free speech, but you're not really a Trumper. But, I always say you can be against Trump and not hate half the people in the country who like him. And, you can't write them off. This is the country.
Man, it's not controversial when will Bill Maher simply declare that he supports Trump, that he likes the Trump administration, and that it is acceptable to vote for him. In what time frame will he say this? As a result of his dinner with Trump, he's speaking these mega outbursts are happening on both his TV show and podcast. He notices a shift in the tide when will he finally come out and declare, I can no longer be a Democrat, you people are awful, I'm heading out. Why is he unable to accomplish that? I genuinely believe that it makes the greatest sense right now,
To some, very kind of woke people who always hated me because they're so woke, and I just have no patience for those people.
Yeah.
And I do think I won that one because people understand, especially since I went right back to my job of doing what I've always done, which is criticizing him as much as I did before. It's not like I was taken in by him. Well, I was going to be honest, and also I think it's great to have an open dialogue, no matter who it is, and it's just so pointlessly illogical to think, as the Democrats, some of them do, that if you have no power, which they have, you lost everything. You fucking lost everything. And now you're also not going to talk to the people who have the power. And Trump is the kind of guy, I knew this even before I went there, but I certainly was confirmed. He's the kind of guy who everything is personal relationships. Much more than, say, a guy like Obama, who was very logical and all business. And
the Obama adulation is such nonsense, my God.
Anybody felt like they were really close to Obama, personally. Maybe like Valerie Jarrett and some people around him, but not other politicians. He wanted to be friendly with everybody, but that's not this guy's different.
Yes, he desired to be overly amiable. He wanted to be too friendly with too many men, to be honest. He desired to be overly amiable towards both foreigners and refugees. He was really, really friendly. To be honest, many individuals would likely consider this degree of friendliness to be fishy.
Business in New York, and so the idea that you think you're going to do better by screaming, running out of the room, I'm not talking to you, is just so bizarre to me.
Yeah. Who did he do that to?
What?
I didn't see that. Who did he do that to?
Do what to?
Run out of the room saying, I'm not going to talk to you.
Well, they're saying that to him, about him. The people who are criticizing me.
You're exactly right. And I find that to be a very...
Say, how could he have gone to the dinner?
Oh, yeah.
Gone to the dinner? It's dinner. At the White House. How could you not?
Exactly.
It's, again, very different if I came out wearing the red hat.
Yeah.
It's okay, somehow this succubus, put his snake tongue down my throat, and now I'm, but that's not what happened.
Right.
And they just can't quite give it up.
Yes, you know why they are unable to relinquish it, as a result of left-wing commentators like you publicly claiming that Trump is playing with MAGA, disenfranchising MAGA, and screaming Hitler. And what do you know, it was done by Bill Maher, but a lot of other conservatives also did it. It was Glenn Beck. He made a facial print with Cheeto. Just a lot of people were making fun of Donald Trump and accepting the idea that all of his fans were bad people. The left got into a frenzy and said that this was due to Nazism, since this is similar to Hitler. It goes without saying that people would be furious if you went to eat dinner with him. However, that's because people believe that your pals whom you most likely adore and spend time with did something to them because of the yamen. And amongst them, these people are programmed. That's all we have for today, folks. Please share your opinions in the comment section below. Please subscribe and like this video. I'll see you in the next one.